Yeah, this is Tim with Guard Digital Marketing. So I have this video coming to you as promised here. Now the website pulled up, which we will take a look at here in just a second. I want to start this video out on a Google search page, and what I've typed in is roofing Des Moines, Iowa. So this is what we consider a super high buyer intent keyword, service attached to location, and being very relevant to you, of course, in this video. Now, people type this in different ways. We just want to be able to get on the first page for the majority of these keywords, or as many of them as we can possible. Now, we can see 3 companies right off the bat running these Google guaranteed ads, and I just want to go through this to kind of talk about the relevancy and why this is so crucial, okay? Now, these first 3 companies, again, run the Google guaranteed ads. I generally stay away from these. Main reason is the leads that you get through them aren't going to be as a high quality. Also, a majority of the people that come into a page like this instantly disregard them anyways. So ranking organically through a business profile, through a website, is going to be your top option, especially when it comes to long term, okay? Now, your business profile, you can really only create one for where you have an office located at. So you may not even have one in Des Moines. I'm not quite sure. It looks like you're more, I don't know if your guys' main location is the Quad Cities area, and that may be true. You'd have to let me know or get back to me. But it did look like you're servicing Des Moines already, so I wanted to go ahead and pull up Des Moines just for the sake of the video. So where you have an office, you can build out a business profile and then rank your business profile in that area, right? And that's going to be huge for that area because it can generate about 30 to 40% of your entire traffic online for that area through that, okay? Now, your website can help you for any area that you're going to want to try and do service within, okay? So that's where a website comes into effect. Also, if somebody sees you, within your home base area for a business profile and a website all on the first page, who else are they going to choose? You're obviously the top company in that area, right? And again, this is where you can capitalize on people who are using Google as a reference point to really figure out who they're going to use, right? So, for a business profile, there's really only a few things I want to talk about right off the bat that help most companies. I'm going to use Andrew's Roofing here as an example. And first we see the photos, right? You want to upload photos, I would say every single week as a good starting point, okay? And make sure these are also geotagged photos, which means the location where that photo was taken is embedded within the image itself. And this all helps you rank, but it can also expand your radius of where you can rank as well, which is huge with these business profiles. Now, Andrews is not doing very well here, but still ranking fairly well because they're doing the other things decent. And that's the bio section about your company. Make sure you have this filled out 100%. Also, the reviews with your company as well, okay? Get as many reviews as you can. Of course, making sure they're staying at a high rating. And then respond to all your reviews too, but respond with character. Don't make it some generic response. Thanks for, the work or whatever it may be. Respond to the review itself with character, okay? And that's huge. Now, doing the photos and the reviews, working on all those every single week is going to be something you can do. And I don't want to go and dive into all these other things. It's going to take hours of research and other things because you obviously have to run a company, right? But those are things you can do on top that'll definitely help if you're not within that first page of these business profiles to get on the first page. And if you're on the first page, move a little bit closer to this top 3, okay? Now, a website, again, like I said, is huge for not only your what I consider your home base area, but for any other area that you guys are trying to do service within as well. So we have this Des Moines area roofing coming up basically for the top competitor in the area. Now, I've kind of looked through it. It seems more like a lead gen site, which is something somebody of my caliber would create a website, get it to rank for a certain area, for a certain service, and then sell the leads that come through those websites to actual companies in the area, okay? Now, again, why I'm going to look at this this website in particular is because it is ranking very well and we can learn some things from it, okay? But back over to your website first, we can see we have, the different phone numbers here, and this is why I did the Des Moines area. And I also was doing some research in Des Moines already, so I had it pulled up. And you have your service area pages, talking about insurance claims, some testimonials, and then contact us. Now, your homepage, kind of going through. We got some interlinkings to the different services again here, the different pages of your website, which is always good to have all that interlinked on your homepage. but really there's not a ton of content on your homepage, okay? And that's generally what's going to be king when it comes to ranking a website. Because what content does is it throws what I consider relevancy, about the industry towards your website, but then it also allows you to embed keywords within it. And keywords, again, are those same things of what people are typing into Google. And when you're able to do this correctly, we're telling Google exactly what we do, why we're so good at it, why we're the top option in the area, and exactly what we're trying to rank for, okay? All within the same thing. Now, you can embed keywords multiple different ways as well. You can do it within the actual page title of each page of your website. You can do it within the H tags, which is what the headers are. And then we can do it within the actual words and images of our website as well. And a blog in a roofing website is really a great option at this point too, because again, throwing more and more relevant content at your website every single time you post. Doing all these things is what we consider our on-page SEO. So there's on-page and off-page. Okay, your on-page all has to do with the website. And if we look at it like an analogy, this is what's going to be your vehicle, okay, to get you from point A to point B. Now, you can do your inspection, everything with your vehicle, it all looks good to go, it's roadworthy. Now what do we have to do? Generally, we're going to have to put gas into it, right? And gas is what we consider our off-page SEO, which is going to be our our link building, our building strength and trust within Google and other not lead gens, our search engines, right? We all want to build strength and trust within them, which is going to be our gas for that vehicle, which is our website. So I'm going to take your guys' URL here. Going to go ahead and plug it into this paid program. This is how I'm going to do a little comparison between your website and then that top competitor's website for the Des Moines area. Now, these numbers are what we're going to compare a little bit. So these first two numbers are strength and trust ratings that Google has for your website. Again, this off-page SEO. Now, they're ranked out of 100, so we know you're going to have to build up more strength and trust within Google to really be able to rank on the first page of Google. Now, how you do that is you build backlinks out, okay? And backlinks are going to be any clickable text or image linking one website to another, and those are all held within these different referring domains. Now, a referring domain is also very crucial because you need it to be authoritative, meaning that domain has high strength and trust within Google already. So once you do acquire that backlink from them, it's going to help your ratings in return. You are indexing for quite a few keywords, which is nice, but it's bringing you in just under 70 traffic, okay? And if we click on these keywords, we can see, what you're indexing for keyword-wise, where you're positioned at, how much traffic you're getting it from, what page of your website you're also indexing it for, so on and so forth. Now, we can see here, you do have some good keywords you're indexing for. Roofing Quad Cities roofing, Quad Cities roofer, more specific towards Davenport itself. Even the siding contractors in Des Moines you're starting to index for. So you got some good keywords here you're indexing for. We can definitely tell that. The problem is, we're not on the first page for really any of them. The 10th position, so maybe right on the cusp of the first page there. But other than that, everything's second page and beyond. And why I can see right off the bat is, you're indexing for a lot of these keywords right on your home page, okay? And like I said, if we're really too... with your website, you want to be as specific about what you're doing on that page of your website per service or service area of every page of your website, okay? So you need to be built out correctly and not have it so broad, okay? If you have it very broad, Google is guessing a lot of the time on what you're trying to rank for, and it can be really counterintuitive for what you're actually trying to do, right? Which is get on the first page and get people to come into your website and reach out to you. Okay, so this is very crucial that you need to be very specific on each page of your website what service and what location you're trying to rank for. Now, this is that website here, the Des Moines area roofing, which I think is a lead gen site. Again, I don't think it's an actual company. I think they're selling the leads from this website to different companies in the area. But we do know they're top ranking, right? So their strength and trust really isn't super high either, but they're doing everything else very well, okay? So the keywords they're indexing for is almost 170, but they're bringing in closer to 750 traffic, right? So big difference there. And again, they are running that blog, which is going to help them index for more keywords as well. But if we click on the keywords, we can see all the keywords involving roofing in Des Moines, all the different volume that these searches have, and it looks like there's definitely, probably close to 2,000 or so search volume and above, especially if you start, the actual different areas of Des Moines, Urbandale, so on and so forth. There's going to be multiple thousands of search volume for roofing in this area. And we can see, Des Moines roofing contractor, 350 searches per month, and they're getting almost 80 of that as traffic into this website because they're ranked position 2. So at the very top of that page, like we can see. Now, what you're probably asking yourself is, okay, I see the traffic. It looks like they're getting a good amount, but how much of that is actually generating into a lead, okay? And that's a very good question. So it's generally industry standard for a buyer intent keyword like we're looking at here is going to be around 25 to 30%. So they could expect to get, what would that be? Probably right around 20 to 25 leads per month just from this one keyword. So if you went through, this website's generating easily 75, maybe even upper into 100 leads per month for roofing in Des Moines. Just this website is, okay? So there's where you can tell if you do this correctly, how beneficial this can be for your company, right? And what you can really do. And again, this is just for Des Moines. If you're able to do this for the Quad Cities area too, and then it looks like for your location down in Florida, I mean, you could be looking at easily over 100 leads for all these different areas, right? If not a couple hundred or so. And that's where you really start to see how beneficial this is. So if you have any further questions or concerns, I don't want to make this video too long. I'm already am. My contact info is down below in the email. Definitely feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you any way that I can. Other than that, have a great rest of your day, and I truly do hope to hear from you soon. Thanks.